Do you suffer from anxiety or stress before you perform as a DJ? This could be a wedding reception, this could be a bar, could be a club, could be a quinceañera, doesn't matter what it is. Do you have stress or anxiety before you do an event? I say suffer from because some people feed off of stress and anxiety to perform. Everybody has their own creative process because we're all artists. But me personally, I don't like stress and anxiety. And I was having it just a few years ago in a really bad way. And I learned a trick that's really helped me out, made me feel better, and probably has made me a better performer. And I'll share it with you in a little bit. But first, I want to explain why I felt like I was having stress and anxiety about events. And it's any time that I was doing a job that I was hired to do from a client who was stressed about their event. I was feeding off of their energy. It's an empathy thing. You know, they're stressed, I'm stressed. They're happy, I'm happy. It's just a thing that I do. It's probably a really good character trait, but at the same time, a character flaw when you're trying to provide services and you're trying to take care of yourself as just a person. I had to think about things that stress me out. Let's say that I was going to get an operation, okay? I might be really stressed about getting that operation. It might freak me out. I might be scared. But you know who's not freaked out and scared? The doctor. You know why? Because they've probably done this operation hundreds of times. So they're not worried about it. They went to medical school. And they were an intern for a long time. And they assisted in surgeries. And they've come into their own. And they've probably written papers on this stuff. Got a good doctor. Don't worry about it. If this was their first surgery, yeah, they're probably stressed about it, but they're not alone if it's their first surgery. If you go to the dentist, maybe you're stressed out about a root canal or something. Guess what? This is not this dentist's first root canal. They've done this stuff before many times. Unless you go into like some kind of dentistry school and you're the guinea pig for someone's first root canal. And even at that, there's an experienced oral surgeon there to help them along with their first root canal. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to be fine, yet we're stressed about it. It's kind of the same thing with DJing. So what I had to tell myself is that anyone's stress about their event has absolutely nothing to do with my ability to perform at it. I have to just accept they're going to be stressed. This is their first wedding, usually. It's their first wedding, right? They've hired you to do the job. Or, alternately, maybe there was an emergency and you came in as a last-minute replacement. That happens with me sometimes. But you know what? The reason I was brought in as a last-minute replacement is because I can knock stuff out of the park. No matter what you put in front of me, I can do it. Why? Because I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. Because I understand. I've made all my mistakes. I'm experienced. I'm seasoned. I can handle it. It doesn't matter what it is. I can handle it. And I'm confident that I can handle it. So now I'm walking into gigs last minute. I'm not nervous at all. In fact, I'm thinking to myself, boy, they're lucky they have me. Because I can do this. I don't even know who the person was who was supposed to do this job. But I know that I can do it. And hopefully the client's thankful that a replacement came through that can handle the job. It's happened to me many, many, many times. And I've been thanked for, coming in and saving the day by the client. They had so much fun. And yeah, I mean, the alternative is you book a client 6 months, a year in advance, and they're just freaking you out every step of the way. They're trying to reinvent the wheel, and they're freaking you out, and you have anxiety. Man, I couldn't enjoy my summers. It was so bad with anxiety. I couldn't hang out with my kids. I couldn't relax. I couldn't enjoy the day. It was terrible. I dreaded wedding receptions. They were so much stress until I told myself that I knew what I was doing. And their anxiety about their event has nothing to do with my ability to perform the services they've hired me to provide. Nothing at all. Nothing. I'm not suggesting this is easy either. It's hard. You have to convince yourself of this. This isn't anything anybody can convince you of. You have to convince yourself of this. And nothing worth doing is easy. And you almost have to trick your brain, or I guess convince your brain that you're actually good at what you do. Now, if this is your very first quinceañera or your very first wedding reception, yeah, be nervous because you don't know if you can do it or not. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you've got the training beforehand. Hopefully you're not just flying blind on this. But if you've been doing this for a couple years or a couple decades or even longer, like some of us have been doing it, there's no reason to stress here, folks. None at all. You can do this. Otherwise, you wouldn't be there. So don't let their anxiety screw with your head. It's almost gaslighting at that point. They don't even know they're doing it. And can you imagine if you understood that your anxiety was going to wig your doctor out and they would second guess whether or not they could perform the surgery they were doing? You don't want to do that. You want a confident doctor to come in. Yeah, I know exactly how to do this. Boom, 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 done. Not someone who's stressed out and nervous performing surgery for you. You want someone confident they can do the job. I do anyway. That's who I want. I don't want the nervous doctor. I want the confident doctor. And you know what? Our clients want the confident DJ. No matter what kind of vibes they're throwing at you, they want you to be confident. It puts them at ease when you're confident. It puts them at ease when you're not stressed. And you walk in like, hey, this is going to be fine. Everything's going to be all right. I got this. I got you. Sometimes we get a client that's tried to reinvent the wheel. They're asking for things that you're not confident as a seasoned performer are going to actually work. Yet they want you to do whatever they've come up with or read online as something that was actually a good idea. And you're looking at it thinking, this is not a good idea. I don't think this is going to work very well. Now, as a professional, you may caution against it. You may say, look, I'm not sure this is going to work as well as you think it's going to work. Yet they insist on it. And you get nervous because you're not sure if you can pull it off. Well, guess what? This is not your fault. You didn't come up with this weird plan. They did. All you can do is your best to make it successful. To turn their weird thing they made up in their head into something that somebody else may enjoy or they may enjoy. That's not your fault. That's not on you. In your experience, will do everything it can to make it successful. And if it's not, that's not on you. That is totally not on you. That's on them. So I don't even get stressed out about that. Having said that, there are times when I've gone into events and somebody has asked for something that doesn't make any logical sense. Maybe it's a playlist and they want these songs played and you caution against it and they insist because they know more than you do because they've got Spotify and you do exactly what they want. It's not working out. They can see it's not working out. They may come to you and say, look, nobody's dancing. It's like, yeah. You want me to try something? Oh, please. Then do what you do. And all of a sudden, you've saved the day. That's happened to me before. So that's a win. I don't stress out about that it's not going to work. I don't set it up for failure either. I do my best with whatever they throw at me. But if it doesn't work out and they recognize this, I can totally jump in there and do something cool for them. No problem. Done. Just let me do what I do. And this is going to work out really well. So don't stress. Don't let people stress you out. Don't let people's anxiety affect you. Don't do it. Look, I've already had one stroke. I don't want to. All right? I'm 54 years old. I don't feel like I look like Ernest Borgnine yet. I'm still incredibly relevant out there. I can still DJ for children and they think it's good and I'm playing the right music, let alone high schools or college age or whatever. I'm not like stuck in my generation with what I do as a DJ with music or technology or anything else. I'm good at what I do. I'm confident. And I wouldn't take the job if I didn't think I could do it. So remember that next time that you're feeling some stress. Just remember their anxiety has nothing to do with your ability to perform as a DJ at their event. That's it. I've repeated myself enough in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or answers, please let me know in the comment section. Do you stress before events? Do you think that it serves you well, or do you think that it's not serving you so well? Let us know. And if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment. This all means something in the algorithm I don't understand of YouTube. Help me help you by supporting my channel. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.